Welcome to this edition of Beep. Behind each and every product covering the latest products and features right here in our platform at Click and Pledge. We, the team here at Click and Pledge, are really, we're focused on helping you become truly effective fundraisers. And we know the core challenge today, the cost of prediction with AI is basically approaching zero. Everyone has it. So the real question is, how do you actually use it?
Exactly. And for prediction to even work, you need information. And for information, you need data that is well connected.
Right.
We all know data's everywhere, but you have to ask yourself, is this difference in technology making any real difference in your organization? Is this difference making a difference?
That's the critical question. Intelligence really comes from connection. So is your data connected? Today's deep dive is going to focus on a feature designed to solve this exact problem, the adaptive Intellibooster link or the AI link.
So our mission today is for you, the fundraiser, to really understand how this one single link can simplify your outreach while maximizing donation potential. It does that by adapting to the donor's history and their context automatically.
Okay, so let's set the stage here. We're talking about one unique link for each person, each contact in Salesforce that they have for life.
For life, it's built from the ground up for hyper-personalization. The whole idea is to put an end to that generic one-size-fits-all donation ask.
Okay, let's unpack this Intellibooster mechanism. And for everyone listening, that's pronounced Intellibooster, like intelligent and boost, not buster.
Right, because that's what it does. It boosts potential.
So a unique, permanent link. That's a huge simplification on its own. But what actually makes this link so smart? How does it adapt?
That's really the heart of it. The AI link adapts instantly. Every single time it's clicked, it's looking at that donor's giving history, their potential. We're not just sending everyone to the same default form anymore.
It's like a tailored conversation. Okay, so give us a concrete example. Show us how the amounts change, because this is where it really clicks for people.
Okay, sure. So imagine a brand new donor. They click their AI link for the very first time. Based on what little we know, they might see suggested amounts like 10, 20, 30, maybe $50. But let's say they ignore those. They choose other and give $100.
Okay, $100. So what happens next? A month later, I send out another email. It has that exact same link in it. What do they see then? Still $10 and $20.
Absolutely not. And that's the leap. Because our system runs an analysis every night, it's constantly updating their potential based on what we call the Binet factor and their engagement rank. So the form scales up.
So what would it suggest now?
Now, when they click that same link, the form might suggest, say, $100, $150, $200, maybe $300. It scales the expectation to match what they've already shown they're capable of.
This is powerful. But I have to ask, fundraisers might worry. Won't constantly changing the ask feel a little pushy or, confusing to the donor?
That's a fair question, but that's where the intelligence comes in. We recommend looking at this as part of a donor cultivation plan. It's not about being pushy. It's about recognition.
Recognition. I like that.
Yeah. If someone has proven they're a $100 donor, showing them a $10 option almost feels, impersonal, like you don't remember them.
Dismissive, even.
Right. The scaling just ensures the ask matches their capacity. It respects their history.
And the best part is the organization doesn't have to do this manually. No more creating dozens of different donor segments.
Yeah.
The platform just handles it.
It handles it every night. Now, it is a processing-intensive job, so while you can manually force an update if you change your model, we suggest you give it a couple of hours to run. That's just the reality of moving from, basic data to truly intelligent data.
Okay, so that's the how. Let's talk about the why. What's the engine behind all this?
Right. So the link is really just the face of the operation. To get it, you have to look under the hood at what's powering it, which is the engagement rank. The ER.
And the ER is what exactly?
You can think of it as a donor's loyalty FICO score. It's a single number that tells you how engaged they really are.
A loyalty score. I like that analogy. So how is it calculated?
By default, we auto-run the ER analysis at 3 a.m. every single morning, so you get fresh rankings every day. It looks at the Binet factor, which analyzes financial health and capacity, and it combines that with their actual interaction history.
So every click, every donation, every event ticket?
Almost. And this is a really crucial detail we recommend paying close attention to, the ER opportunity match.
Okay, what's that?
Well, you, the fundraiser, have to decide which of those interactions actually matter for predicting future giving. Buying a $5 raffle ticket is not the same as making a $500 gift to the annual fund.
Right. I definitely don't want a magnet purchase to put someone in my major donor tier. That would be a waste of everyone's time.
Precisely. So we give you control through something called ski swapping. You define which products, which events, which donation types should count towards that score. It lets you filter out the noise.
So you're cleaning the data before the AI even analyzes it. That's smart.
It's essential for a good predictive model. And this leads right into what we call campaigns, which is where the hyper-personalization really happens.
So once you've that rank, you can automate the campaigns.
Exactly. The analysis automatically determines which campaign a donor belongs to. For example, maybe your top 1% of donors, they get moved into a VIP campaign. The next 5% go into a secondary campaign, and maybe the bottom 50% they fall into a general campaign.
And this is about more than just the ask amount on the form, right?
Oh, absolutely. This is about their entire journey. Each of those campaigns can be assigned a completely different receipt or auto response in Salesforce.
Wow.
Yeah. Your top-tier donor might get a personalized follow-up email from the CEO. The general tier gets a standard, automated thank you. It's an end-to-end journey that maximizes not just donations, but loyalty.
Okay, so we've got the personalized link, that's the who, and we've got the engagement rank, that's the how much. What about the when? How do we make sure we hit the donor at the optimal time?
This is where boost days come in. It's the third piece of the puzzle. You can set the AI to recognize special high-impact days of the year.
And it adapts the ask on those days.
It automatically adapts the expected donation amount to leverage that signal generosity.
And I know some of these are calculated for you, right? You don't have to go in and update them every year.
That's right. Giving Tuesday is a great example. It's always the first Tuesday after Black Friday in the U.S. If you have boost days enabled, that date is always current. You never have to touch it.
That's a nice convenience.
It is, but the real strategy is in setting custom dates based on donor behavior. Just think of the difference between end-of-year giving and tax season giving, which is usually around April 10th here in the U.S.
The motivation is completely different.
Completely. Someone giving for a tax deduction has a much higher transactional goal. Their capacity in that moment is totally different than someone just casually giving in October.
Makes sense.
So the system anticipates that. The suggested amounts might shift from, $10 or $20 all the way up to $500 or $1,000 because that donation is making a real difference in their taxes.
And you can set your own custom dates too, right? Like an organization's anniversary.
Any day that's special to you. Your anniversary, a big campaign launch, you just set it, and the boosting logic applies. You're maximizing the ask when the donor is most motivated to say yes.
This all flows back to what we said at the beginning, connected data. For a fundraiser to actually use all this, they need to see it. It has to be actionable inside Salesforce.
100%. We've built in a few key integration points to make that happen. First is the CNP engagement summary. This adds new fields right on the contact object in Salesforce. Things like the engagement rank tier, last gift amount, last donation date. All that critical info is right there. It's not buried in some report you have to run.
So I could easily build a list in Salesforce that says, show me all my VIP tier contacts who haven't given in 3 months.
Exactly. And then you can use that specific list for your next outreach.
Which brings us to the second point, which I guess is the AI link field itself.
Right. That's the delivery mechanism, the CNP AI links field. It's this unique, personalized link that you can just merge into your mass emails.
So instead of one generic link going to 10,000 people,
you're sending 10,000 customized forms, each one with donation buttons and amounts tailored to that specific person's history and rank. You're turning a static report into an active fundraising tool.
That's a huge shift.
It is. And there's one more piece, CNP connections. Fundraisers know how vital relationship data is. In the settings, you can define relationships, parent, sibling, coworker, whatever, and see how donors are connected.
So you can see network effects.
You can. It adds a whole CNP Connections tab to the contact layout. You can see who knows who, which is so much more powerful for outreach than just a cold solicitation. It deepens the digital memory of your organization.
So when you put it all together, the rank, the boost days, the AI link, what we're really talking about is a total shift in how you approach fundraising.
It's moving from generic outreach to individualized donor journeys. Every single tool you use, your forms, your events, your peer-to-peer campaigns, it all feeds data back into your AI.
Empowering it.
Exactly. You're empowering your AI to turn engagement into loyalty at scale.
That's the goal. Personalized intelligence at scale, touching every part of the donor journey. So final thought for you to take away from this. If your data is already being collected, are you really harnessing the intelligence that connection provides? Or are you still treating your top 1% of donors the same as the bottom 50%? This is the kind of system that creates the difference, that actually makes a difference.
And we really want to emphasize this. This feature, the Adaptive Intellibooster link, engagement rank, boost days, all of it. It is absolutely free for all Click and Pledge accounts. It's just part of the Click and Pledge fundraising command center.
For more information about this and all of our products, please make sure to visit clickandpledge.com. You can request a one-on-one training or a demo, and that's whether you're a current client or just curious about the platform. Just ask us. We will gladly get together with you to chat.
Talk to you all soon and on next episode of Beep, where we take deep takes into all things Click and Pledge.